What is up, everybody? It is J2 here, and welcome to another Clash of Clans War Recap video. So today we are back inside of Warbusters, going to be showing you guys a war against Indian Warriors, which actually was a pretty intense war, especially with the matchup that we got, because we were a little bit unfairly matched, but we were able to pull it off. They did have a Engineer Town Hall 11, which we were able to deal with, and you know, definitely was a little bit unfortunate for us, but it was no matter for Warbusters, because we are the top tier best war clan ever. No, I'm kidding, but yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off this war recap here with an attack by me, actually, on their #1 player, because I am ranked basically #1 in all of our wars, because I'm the only max Town Hall 10 who is a part of Warbusters. Most of the other higher tier players, as in like Town Hall 10s, 11s, are in Clan Busters, participate in wars in there, and you know, just in general are in there. And we're slowly incorporating more Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s, Town Hall 8s and such inside of our wars, but right now we've been keeping it relatively small, running 15v15 to 20v20 wars, because we just don't have a whole lot of members. Like, I guarantee you, if we knew we had enough Town Hall 9 members to run a 40v40 war, or enough, you know, Town Hall 10 members, then we would do it. But as of right now, we just don't have those members. So if you want to apply and you are a Town Hall 9 experienced player, or even if you're not experienced, if you're just looking for a clan, then feel free to stop by. We are definitely interested. So anyways, I completely skipped over this attack here, but I was bringing a little bit of a bowler witch Valk attack strategy, using the bowlers and witches to basically make a giant L shape around the base, which, you know, is technically a backwards L, but we don't talk about that. But yeah, essentially making a giant L shape around the base, making sure that the Valks will go directly to the center to take down the Town Hall. Typically, with my attack on their #1 player, we're waiting until about the last hour or so in the war to use this attack. Main reason being is so that way we can see how their #1 performs on me, and see whether or not I need to be aiming for a 3-star or a 2-star. Because with the mindset that I had, which was I need to get a 2-star, I played it safe, brought some Valks to go straight to the center to take down the Town Hall, and I used the rest of my troops just to kind of wrap around the base. If I knew I would have needed a 3-star, I would have spent more troop space and more time planning to try and prioritize to wrap all the way around the base and triple it, so it's either a triple or a 1-star, one or the other. But it wouldn't even matter at that point, it would have to be a triple. So, you know, we try and plan our attacks based off of their performance as well. Sometimes they don't attack until the very last second, and so that's when we kind of have to go in blind, but either way, we always aim for at least the 2-star. And when I say we, I mean me and Reese, because Reese definitely helps me plan this. The other members definitely help me plan these attacks. This isn't just a one-man show here. I definitely get tons of help and support from my clanmates, which is absolutely fantastic. So, as you can see here, we have Daddy, #3, moving in on their #3 base over here. His name's Alex, pretty sweet guy, pretty awesome. And so, yeah, he's moving in with a bowler, not bowlers, well, he's got bowlers inside of his clan castle, but he's moving in with a go-ho attack, where he's basically going to be starting by dropping a little kill squad down at the bottom, take down the queen, clan castle troops if he can, and then he's going to be dropping his hog riders to basically circle around the base. So, moving the bowlers in, as well as the king and the queen moving through. Golem is still at well, there's still a full-size golem. One of them already popped. He's about to go down. Poison spell in the clan castle. Easy peasy. Gonna wreck this base. So, one thing that is super duper common for Town Hall 9s is to bring bowlers in their clan castle. It is rare you watch an attack by a Town Hall 9 where there are not bowlers inside of a clan castle at some point. So, dropping the hogs at the top of the base, all hogs deploy. Giant bomb. They just absolutely eat it and then go through and run through this heal spell here and get healed up to full health. The best thing about this base probably is the fact that the defenses basically kind of made like a giant ring, and so the hog riders are able to wrap all the way around it together, so that way they don't split off and get picked off. So as you can see, he's moving through using his heal spells to the greatest effect they can, which is near splash damage or near giant bomb spots and such. So they're moving through. Big pack of hog riders moving through a bunch of bombs and spring traps, but they're going to be taking down the rest of these defenses. King and queen are both still alive at the top of the screen over there, as these final defenses are going to go down, and now it's just a matter of cleanup for the rest of these troops. Giant bomb goes off, but it's no matter. There's nothing else that this base can do to defend. Excellent attack by Alex here. So our Town Hall 9s, we do have a little bit of a I guess a quote-unquote workshop that we do every now and then, where basically if we've got enough Town Hall 9s online, we are spitting out challenges constantly. I'm spitting out challenges so Town Hall 9s can hit Town Hall 10s, practice on that. We've got everybody throwing out challenges where you can just move in with a 3-star attack strategy and attack bases. We have several members with Town Hall 9 anti-3-star layouts that you practice on, and honestly, we do a ton of practice, we do a ton of prep for these wars. It's fantastic, especially with Reese doing all the planning. King is like dead, you know, he should have died a while ago, but yeah, so as I was saying, the war preparation, Reese does a lot of time. He spends a lot of time planning out which attacks are going to get used where. He's basically our war general. If you guys are familiar with how CWL clans can work here and there's typically one member. It's not so much a okay, every member has an assigned target, but it's more of near the end of the war, when things are getting tight and you need to allocate certain attacks to do certain things, you have your war general who's giving off those commands or giving off those instructions on, you know, where to attack and such. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. We've definitely been doing well as of right now, which I'm doing this voiceover in late May, and I recorded this a while back, but as of right now, we're on a 23 war win streak, moving up, hoping to beat our personal best of 28. So we're gonna try and beat that. Hopefully we can. So anyways, we've got Reese over here moving in with some bowler witch, or not bowler witch, I keep saying bowler witch. He's bringing in some Goho with some bowlers. So he's got his little kill squad moving in, taking down the queen and the clan castle, which are essentially the two things that you want to prioritize on with the kill squad. If you can get those two things, you'll most likely have enough value out of that little kill squad to move in with your hog riders and triple the base. But it honestly depends on how far your kill squad can get. As you can see, there are 3 bowlers still alive. They're moving through. They gut the core. They take down the king as well, so they get tons of value. Queen's ability hasn't even been popped yet, and the kill squad is still moving. So hog riders down at the bottom of the base here. They're going to be wrapping around all these defenses. It also helps that the wizards at the top actually tripped a double giant bomb spot, which double giant bomb spots, you are screwed. If it hits your hogs, the raid is done and you've lost, because they will just instantly get vaporized no matter how many heal spells you have down at once, unless you drop like all 5 in one spot. Other than that, they're just going to get absolutely pummeled and decimated, so there's basically nothing you can do about it. So yeah, but if you avoid those carefully, or you trip them like Reese did here, then you'll be perfectly fine. Queen's ability hasn't even been used. Queen stayed at full health the entire raid, which was fantastic, wrapping around this base and tripling it. So our Town Hall 9s do an excellent job at determining which attack strategies need to be used to take down bases. Typically, it's either hog riders, balloons, sometimes witches. It depends, but those are the 3 that you mainly see. But it's awesome to see how our Town Hall 9s can adapt on which bases they've been given and actually attack those bases depending on what would work best. So Reese decided that hog riders would work best against this base, considering all the defenses are basically on the outside of the base. So he just moved with he just moved in with those hog riders and took down this base with absolutely no problem. Kind of swagged just a little bit there, because this queen kind of stayed at full health the whole time. But yeah, excellent raid by Reese here. So now we've got the enemy attacking number 5, Jon Snow. Pretty interesting name here. So here's an example of our loon strategy that our Town Hall 9s are typically using. It's basically like a hero, it's like a suicide hero kind of thing. Oh wait, no, he's got a queen walk, my bad. I didn't see the healers there, but yeah, he's bringing in a queen walk as well as a Lalo right afterwards. But he's basically trying to use his heroes to create basically a giant funnel, as well as pick off some air defenses, as well as the clan castle troops, so that way they just leave the Lalo portion of the raid alone. So his queen's moving in. He's trying to make a little bit of a funnel for her to try and make sure that she goes to the left, which she's going to go ahead and end up doing, breaking her into this wall over here. Misses one of the wall breakers and goes off path, but he's able to drop in a couple more, and there's nothing shooting at this queen, or there's nothing shooting at the wall breakers, so they're able to go through. Queen's going to move down. Clan castle troops have been lured by that wall breaker, which was super clutch. He's going to drop that early poison down to kind of really slow him down just a little bit, try and kill those loons before they hit the queen, because if those loons hit the queen is most likely going to go down, because the loons do so much damage against heroes. Like you'll see, I think, in a minute. Oh, what? Never mind. They just kind of went down. So he's also moving in, going to take down the queen here. So he's got an air defense as well as a queen, as well as the enemy defending queen with his heroes here. So now he's just going to move in with his Lalo portion, which is, it's more surgical deployment, you know, dropping his balloons carefully to make sure that they're all wrapping around the base together, and some don't, you know, split off into the core of the base, which, you know, could lead to, you know, his attack kind of getting screwed here. Lava Hound is absolutely tanking for all these traps. Basically soaks in every single trap in that little line. Now dropping in the max Lava Hound, going to move through, and now he's basically just going to kind of wrap around this base, as you can see here. So all the loons are basically moving together to make sure that they can get the most damage output on these defenses as possible. So some did split to the center, which was nice, because they were able to take down that Expo, as well as this air sweeper up here, and the Tesla. Lava Hound's still alive, but that's going to go down. But there's just tons of loons left that they're going to be able to wrap this up easily. So another thing, this base kind of did have a little bit of Town Hall defenses here and there, but did have an Archer Queen, did have a Clan Castle. So either way, definitely an excellent attack, and definitely an important one for this war. The top 5 players getting cleared are honestly what wins the wars for us. We know for sure the bottom 5 and below, or no, 6 and below will get cleared, because we just have way too many attacks. Unless everyone just absolutely, you know, has a horrible war, we're going to clear all of the bases below 5. That's just how we work. We have the numbers and the members to rely on to make sure that we have that cleared, so we don't worry about them too much. Our main focus is the top 5, because sometimes, you know, there are a few dip fails that we do, or not dip fails, there's a few There's a few raids where, you know, we don't pick up the 3-star and, you know, we have to readjust the plan to try and make sure that we clear this base. Or, you know, one war that we had recently, Reese was able to run in on their Town Hall 11 player because they had almost a max Town Hall 11 as their number 1, which is kind of messed up. The Supercell needs to work on their clan war matchmaking, but they basically had a max Town Hall 11, and so he went in and 1-starred it, and I got 1-starred as well, but he had more Reese had more percentage, and a Town Hall 9 hadn't been cleared yet. And so rather than attacking the Town Hall 11 and trying for 2 stars, I went down to the Town Hall 9 and attacked it for 3 and ended up winning the war because we had 1 more star than them. So it's just little adjustments to the plan that we make due to fails and such. So the top 5 members getting clear, and the top 5 members are typically the most important. Not saying the other ones aren't, because, you know, again, that's part of the war as well. It's just they're less of a focus, as, you know, Town Hall 8 and below is, I don't want to call it child's play, but it's, you know, at this point, it's, you could spam hogs down on the map, and if you just drop your heals properly, then you'll be absolutely fine. So, yeah, alright, anyways, I'm going to get into this attack here by Trap, who's going to be bringing some mass hog riders over here on this Town Hall 8 base, but he is a, I guess you could say he's an engineered Town Hall 9 at the moment, because he basically just hit Town Hall 9. He's more of a Town Hall 8.5, I guess you could say. So he's moving in with hogs, absolutely just face rolling this attack. And this is what I mean by you can basically just kind of spam hog riders down on the base. So he does have level 4 hog riders, which are actually maxed hog riders for Town Hall 8. So he's basically attacking here with a Town Hall 8 army, but he's just absolutely moving in and completely and utterly destroying this base right now, absolutely taking it down. So he's got a couple defenses left alive, but he's got enough cleanup to make sure that he can get rid of those. So as you can see, he's got his Archer Queen at the top here. So definitely having that Archer Queen helped him out just a bit, but at the same time, he just basically face rolled this attack. Like, he literally just 3-finger deployment, moved in, dropped the heals, didn't really care a whole lot, and he was still able to pick up the 3-star. And this is what I mean when I say Town Hall 8 and below are kind of, you don't really have to take a whole lot of time to plan. I mean, it is important to plan all of your attacks no matter what Town Hall you're at, but at the same time, it's not that difficult. So, you know, it's definitely helpful that we can get all of these bases cleared, and that, you know, we have such a good group of guys in this clan too that we can actually rely on for our lower bases. And, you know, when we start new wars or when we get new members, we typically only incorporate 1 to 2 new members per war, because at most, usually it's just 1 to test their performance and such. Because I don't know if you guys know, when we had our 28 war win streak, the reason we lost that was because we had 3 new members in the war who all basically left. One of them left right before the war started, and the other 2, one of them failed both of his attacks, and then he got kicked, and then the other one didn't attack until about 2 hours, and so we just basically kicked him as well because he just wasn't responsive. So it's definitely helpful to have these other players down here that we can rely on to pick up these stars. So yeah, over here we've got Phoenix Gamer attacking their number 13 over here, basically a Town Hall 6. He's moving in with a Town Hall 7 offense here, but it still doesn't matter. He was able to pick up this 3-star for us. So moving in, going to take down this dragon. It is so key at Town Hall 7 and 8, or Town Hall 8 and below, that you're killing this clan castle before you start your raid, because you're just not going to have a strong enough army to the point where destroying the clan castle just isn't even worth it. I mean, you can move in with, say, Valks, but if he's got a dragon in his clan castle and you're a Town Hall 8, then you're screwed. I mean, that dragon's just going to pick on your Valks the whole time, and then what do you do? So, you know, it's just key that you take down the clan castle. That's one big thing that we try and teach our new players who, you know, either are new to the game or have just picked it up again, is that taking down the clan castle is so important to winning a raid, especially at Town Hall 8 and below. Sometimes at Town Hall 10, you can just not even worry about a clan castle. Honestly, you just don't even need to worry about it, and sometimes at Town Hall 9 as well. But Town Hall 8 and below, it is 100% necessary to take down a clan castle if there is one. If there isn't, then go for it. 3-star the base. So do your thing. But yeah, this is another example of what I mean when I say basically Town Hall 8 and below is just kind of a face roll attack. He just kind of spammed his troops down all on the screen and picked up this 3-star with absolutely no problem. Understandably, he is a Town Hall 7 and he is attacking a Town Hall 6 player, but you know, again, it doesn't matter a whole lot. He still would have gotten the 3-star with a Town Hall 6 offense. And he didn't even use his clan castle either. So, you know, definitely an overkill raid here, but definitely super helpful to clear these lower bases out for this war. So just got a builder hut on the top of the screen to clear, and then he's going to be absolutely done with this base and finalize his attack for a 3-star. So excellent job by Phoenix here, clearing out this base, wrapping up that 3-star. Super awesome job here. So now I want to go ahead and take a look at the end war results and go ahead and check out the score. So the final score was 43-42. Definitely one of the closest wars we have had in quite some time. Shout out to Indian Warriors for such a fight. We actually didn't clear a Town Hall 8. So yeah, that was kind of frustrating in the war, but it's fine. No matter, we were able to clear most of the bases and pick up the win here. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Jason Orange here. If you like the video, please hit that like button and don't forget to drop a subscribe if you're new to the channel and you're looking for some more awesome content. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been Jason Orange here, and yeah, I will see you guys later. See ya.